good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to It's All Black and White TV. And yes, this is the match review from Wolves 2, Newcastle United 2. But before we get into the show, let's just say, if you like what you see, please do smash that like. It really does help the channel up the search, so do smash the like. Thank you very much. Also, if you are brand new to the channel, come and smash the subscribe. Come and be part of this great community we have here. And also that bell notification tells you when I'm live, have a pre-record, or any upcoming shows as well. Also, if you want to become a member, it's 99p. Just click the join button. And if you want to make a donation, you can do that in the chat by clicking on the $sign as well. So, okay. Before we get into it, I mean, look, I don't know if anybody probably saw the boxing last night as well. I mean, look, Tyson Fury probably shouldn't have won that fight, in all honesty. You know, it didn't seem right. It just seemed as if the wrong result was there. The other guy boxed better, had him on the floor, but possibly because they didn't want an MMA to win. Not that I do much of that, watching of that anyway. Also, we saw some familiar faces at the boxing last night. We saw, obviously, our chairman was there, Yasser Al-Rumayyan, His Excellency. He was sitting in the front row, and it looked like he was recording the boxing throughout on his mobile. Also, we saw our former player, Alan St. Maximin, sitting near Rio Ferdinand as well, with glasses on and a shorter hairdo, and, you know, so didn't recognise him at first, but yeah. But anyway, that's said and that's done, and, you know, and at the moment, Man United are still 2-0 down to Man City in the Premier League in the Manchester Derby. And we got to go there on Wednesday, but that's for another day, that game. Right, let's get into some comments first of all, and then okay, so Holly says, hi Tony and Rawley. I'll take a point. We were Champions League on Wednesday. At least we didn't lose the game. It could have been worse. It's a learning experience with the extra games and our squad depth. Yeah, Holly, hi to you, by the way. Yes, you're absolutely spot on, Holly. You know, could have been worse for that game. No mugs. They've beaten Man City down at Molineux. So, you know, I'd take a point all day, absolutely. Hi, Tony and Rolly. Good evening, Trolls. I hope you're well. If anybody's wondering, Rolly's not with me because obviously he's in Newcastle for a long weekend. He's not back till Tuesday, so yeah, so that's why Rolly's not here. Is it only me or is there buffering? I don't know. I'm getting buffering as well. Tony, hope you're doing well, says Mary. Yeah, absolutely fine, Mary. Thank you very much and hope you're well too. Ben says, hi, Tony and Rolly, how are you? I think we can beat Man United because they're getting beat by City 2-0. Yeah, again, I think we can. Absolutely. Andrew says, bonjour, madams. Bonjour to you. Bia says, evening, Tony. Fury lost, but got the decision to save the brand. Same with the Tommy Fury 2 weeks ago. Yeah, absolutely. Definitely. Andrew says, correct decision. Fury pressed, did more, punched more, tapped more, and Ghana didn't press or punch enough in boxing. That's a points lost simples. Yeah, maybe he just didn't want to go in too hard. But again, I thought he'd done enough to win it, in all honesty. Afternoon all, Tony and Trolls. Good afternoon to you, matey Mac. Hope you're well. But he was shite, did more though. Yeah, I mean, look, Andrew, some people are already saying, is Tyson Fury getting on now? Is he getting that stage? I don't know. But, you know, we'll see what happens. Sometimes age catches up with you. Happy the Manc Reds are 2 down. Shite, says Andrew, absolutely. Man City should have been winning more. Haaland should have had at least 4, but he's put them in an area where Nana saved them. Trolls have had buffering on YouTube all day. We have squad depth, but 50-60% injured at the moment. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, main's buffered a lot the last few days. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with YouTube. Mary says, Fury gets knocked down, someone wins. Why? When in my eyes, it was not a convincing win. Absolutely, Mary. Absolutely spot on. He was never... Yeah, he was knocked down. And if you watch the referee when he was counting, he didn't count a pace either. Andrew says, a knockdown doesn't lose you a fight though, Mary. But yeah, yeah, we know that, Andrew. But still, it didn't seem right, did it? It's 100% crash, mate. What YouTube has it? What, can't you hear? You can't get me now. Right. Well, I don't know what's happening there because I can tell you now, it's certainly not my end. I know that for a fact. Um, I, I don't know what's going on. It's something to do with YouTube, I think. Uh, I don't know what's wrong with YouTube. In all honesty, um, but something's not right, is it? Andrew says YouTube getting worse. Tony, not sure what's wrong with it. I'm not sure either, Andrew. Troll says a fist hit Fury in such an angle that it was ruled out. It's not good, Tony. Stop and starting with buffering. Yeah, I can't do nothing about that, unfortunately. That's not my end. That's obviously YouTube's end. And yeah, I don't know what's going on here. It's such a shame it's buffering. Buffering like alone here. Like alone. Okay for 10 seconds and then freezes. Maybe it's something. Maybe we need to report it to YouTube then and see what's going on. It's buffering from me and Al. Just paid to not have ads and now this. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with YouTube. I really don't, guys. You know, I mean, look, I'm looking at my end here, and yeah, I can see it's buffering on YouTube as well, so it's not great. Maybe the best thing is maybe just to see if you can get maybe just report it to YouTube and just see what's going on. Why is everything buffering for? Because it shouldn't be in that. It shouldn't be buffering like that. So anyway, we played Wolverhampton Wanderers yesterday after the Champions League, and it started off at a really. Andrew says unwatchable. Now Tony, sorry, chat later. No problem, mate. No worries, and see you later. My green screen's going a bit funny. I might have to take that off, and you might have to just see my background for now. Lee says, heavy boxing, not the same as getting sick of watching it. Better fights in lower ranks. Tony, it's packed up, pal. I can't do nothing about this. Sorry, matey mag. It's not me, it's YouTube. You're going to have to report it to YouTube. Don't know what's going on. I really don't. Man City are 3-0 up, by the way. I'm not sure who's scored. I've just looked up and saw them celebrating. Paul says he can't get on to watch either. I really don't know what's wrong with YouTube at the moment. This is not good at all, is it? Looks like Haaland, I think. No, it's not Haaland. I don't know who it is. Foden, I think, gets the goal. 3-0 says BI, yeah. Paul says, oh yes, I'm on, haha. Oh, thanks. YouTube, great job. Yeah, I mean, look, report YouTube and just say, look, what's going on? Why can't you get me on here? It's not right at all. I don't know what they're doing with this as well. I might have to take my background off as well because my background's just not seem to be working properly at the moment, and I don't know why. It should be. But even that's not working right unless I change my background and see if that works any better. Nope, it doesn't. No, none. So I'll just have to take my background off for the moment as well. Yeah, so that's better now. My background's not on. I don't know what's happened. Paul says it's crashed again. So anyway, we went down to Wolves, and yes, we know it was a tough game down there. You know, they've played well this season. They've done so well. And look, we got off. We were rocking a bit. You know, we saw a lot of misplaced passes coming from Trippier. He just didn't look right. Eventually, we get the goal in the first half. And it comes in from a cross from Anthony Gordon. the keeper flaps at it, and makes an absolute mess of it. Even though he's his own defender, but makes an absolute mess of it. And it obviously falls to Wilson. His first shot comes back off the defender, Totti, and as he gets around, he manages to swivel and put it in with like an overhead kick. Fantastic goal from Wilson. He probably should have paid. He should have probably scored first time, but he got a second bite at the cherry. Fantastic. We went 1-0 up. And then they get a corner. And our first set piece of the season, we do concede from it. And what happens? Bang. Lemina scores. He gets past Trippier and scores. And then it's 1-1. Then we're down at the other end of the pitch. Shaw gets the ball, takes the ball past Hwang. He goes down. I thought the referee pointed for a free kick at first because I thought it was outside the area. I didn't realise it was in the area. And then I'm thinking, well, he's pointing to the penalty spot. And so they're pointing to the penalty spot. VAR's having a damn good look at this, and Jared Gillett's spending time after time after time, and I thought they're going to overturn this. And then I thought, hang on, the longer this goes on, the longer they're not going to overturn it because, they're not going to overturn it. So like I say, we got the penalty. And Wilson steps up. It takes it, puts it down the middle. Jose Assar does get a hand to it, but can't keep it out. And we're 2-1 up, and you're thinking, right, okay, let's go for this now, and let's wrap this game up. They had a few chances. We get to half time. It's 2-1 to us. Second half starts, and as the second half starts, it's all to and fro. It's a bit frenetic, and then there's a cross comes over. Pope punches it. And as he punches it out, falls to a Wolves player, Neto. He puts it in towards Totti, and then Totti gets it into Hwang. Hwang then, with great feet in the box, Burn goes down and slides. That gives Hwang the chance to get past him, and he pops it in past Pope at the near post. And nothing Pope can do about it. If Burn stays on his feet, does he score that goal? Possibly not. Should Pope have caught that ball? That's the question. Should Pope have caught that ball? Maybe yes. Maybe he should have. Maybe he should have caught that ball. Who knows? But, it's all ifs and buts. And then obviously we saw the, we had the part where Neto went through on goal and then he pulled up. It looked like a hamstring injury for Neto, who was their most dangerous player on the night, and I did say he would pose a massive threat to us. And I think that gave us a chance to regroup while they got his injury sorted out, got him taken off the pitch on the stretcher. So that gave us a chance to have a little bit of a rest, probably take a few drinks on board and get reset. And then we seemed to be the stronger team. We started playing well. And we did have chances to score in that game as well. But we just could not find that winning goal. So it ended 2-2. Look, the end of the day, it's a draw. It's a great draw because Wolves, like I say, are a fantastic team. They've played so well. Gary O'Neill's got them playing so well. We looked very, very leggy, if I'm honest. A lot of players looked leggy. Trippier looked awfully leggy. He wasn't his usual self, putting crosses and that in. Some of the balls he was putting in were just not there. Burn looked leggy as well. He looked tired. Longstaff looked tired as well, even though he was trying his hardest. Anthony Gordon was. I think the Champions League from Wednesday was catching up on us. It was nice to see Joe Willock come on and get another 20 odd minutes. So that was great to see Willock on. For Almiron, and we'll move Gordon to the right. Willock had a go, but nothing he could do because he's just coming back from a long-term injury. But no, I thought we handled it pretty well, and we almost won that game at the end. But like I say, I thought a lot of the players looked very leggy. So it seems like, did we have a Champions League hangover or a Hwangover? Because Hwang, who loves scoring against us, by the way, scored again. Was he unlucky for that penalty on Shaw? Was it a penalty on Shaw? I'm not sure. The more I look at it, the more I think it wasn't a penalty because Shea gets the ball, but it doesn't look like there's any contact. But there is obviously a slight bit of contact, and Shaw's gone over. But because Anthony Taylor, who was one of the top referees in the country, points the penalty spot, Jared Gillett's under pressure to say, do I overturn this, or do I say, actually, no, let's leave it at that. So yeah, it's one of those. It's a strange one. I'm just going to go into some comments because see what people are saying. Joel says, thanks YouTube, great job. Crashed again, says Paul. I'm very sorry about this, guys. I can't help it. It's beyond my control. Man U fans leaving, long way back London, says Beer. Yeah, absolutely, mate. Now we only have to pay $5.99 to not have buffering. Ridiculous. Seems to mostly happen at live shows. Yeah, it shouldn't do, really. Lee says probably the weather as well. Yeah, the weather's not been great, has it? Completely black screen for Mad Mag. Mighty Mag says trolls are great. Looks like it's a live feed. Tony's back for me. Thanks very much, trolls. Could be Putin attacking YouTube. Hey, who knows? That's the thing, we don't know, do we? Refreshing YouTube. Check Google, and it looks like there is a YouTube problem. So there we go. Mighty Mag's been on Google, and it seems as if there is problems with YouTube. So yeah. So hopefully I might get an apology from YouTube over this then. I refreshed and Tony was back. There we go. If you refresh the page, guys, as Trolls has done, then you should be happy. Hi Alan, he can't get a picture. It keeps breaking up. Trips was knackered. Yes, he was absolutely knackered, wasn't he, Mighty Mag? Alan says it's working now. Trips not as good yesterday, and I agree we should have started with Livramento. Yeah, we should have made some substitutions. I was a bit disappointed. Eddie was leaving the substitutions very late indeed, when he only brought one on. And I would have brought Target on for Burn. I thought Target did well when he come on the other night against Borussia Dortmund. But I probably can see why he didn't bring them on. He probably thought if he brings a few subs on, it might disrupt the game and it might fall into Wolves' favour. Maybe just trying to protect taking the point. Who knows? But again, I thought we could have done with a few subs, to be fair. Mighty Max says Trips passing was shocking, yeah. Like Wednesday match, but burned some of the players out, says Lee. Yeah, you're absolutely right, Lee. It did. It took its toll, didn't it? And you could tell, couldn't you? We're into 4 minutes of injury time at Old Trafford, and it's still 3-0 City. Alan says, yeah, Trippier passing was poor. And Mighty Mag says, Pope, I was screaming at him. I mean, look, when you see the replay and you see how he could have probably caught that ball, he had no pressure on him. So I don't know. BS says Ashley's in for rent, is he? Oh. That's a shame for them. As Mighty Mag says. And Trolls. BS says, has Gallant hacked you, Tony? No, I don't think so. Like I say, I don't know what's going on. I'm really sorry, guys. It's beyond, like I say, it's not my fault. It's down to obviously YouTube. So I don't know what they're playing at, to be fair. But as I say, in terms of the game yesterday, it's a good point. It's annoying because we should have probably Um, what we should have done was maybe if we just changed things around, I would have had Livermento playing instead of Almer. In all honesty, play Livermento as a right winger. Ronald says, I've noticed X has stopped people not subscribed, putting longer videos on over a couple of posts. That's greedy. Billionaire wants £11 a month. Yeah, he's a greedy man, as Elon Musk, Ronald. We need Botman back. Yes, we do. There's a bit of handbags going on here between Anthony and a Man City player. Just seeing what's going on here. Oh, he's got a yellow card for it. I can't stay negative. We got fucking point. No, absolutely, Brian. You know, like I say, Wolves have played so well this season. Man City's been there and lost. We've gone there and got a point. I think that's a great point, in all honesty. The way they've played, all I'm saying is, I'm not being negative. I'm just saying the lads looked leggy yesterday. Trippier looked leggy. Burn looked leggy. You know, should we have took them off, 20 minutes ago? I can see where Eddie Howe's come from to protect the point. Bruno was great yesterday. I mean, look, in all honesty, I thought Burn was man the match more than Callum Wilson. I know Wilson got the 2 goals, but when Don Goodman just picked somebody and just picked Wilson, I thought, well, hang on a minute. What about Dan Burn? I thought Dan Burn had a great game yesterday. Before I go, big up, Tony. Big up to you, Brian. Don't go, mate. Stay. I can see Hall and Tino starting on Wednesday. Should give Howard selection problem for next weekend, says Mighty Mag. Yeah, I mean, look, Hall started against City in the last game in the Cup, didn't he? And he didn't really do much, did he? He needs a lot more game time. I would say it'll probably be Target, if I'm honest. Fernandez has just been booked now for a foul. On Rodri. Well, you didn't foul Rodri, but I don't know why you got booked for maybe dissent. I predicted 4 goals, but for us, yeah, it was 4 goals, but it was shared, wasn't it? 2-2, so yeah. I mean, look, I've seen posts on Twitter today, people saying, do you think it's time we replace Nick Pope? Do you think next summer we look for a new goalkeeper? Look, Nick Pope is an excellent shot stopper. Look at the double save he made against Dortmund the other night. I mean, that was a fantastic double save. I mean, yes, some of his indecision isn't great, but again, it's not just a punch from Nick Pope. It's up to the team, the defence, when that ball's punched to make sure they can get onto it. Why didn't we do, say, even a tactical foul where we could have fouled Totti just outside the box? Yes, it would have given them a free kick, but there's no saying that they're going to score from that free kick. So, we could have done that. But you know what? A point's a positive in my eyes. It's a positive because we haven't lost a game. And it's an extra point. If we can win our home games, and draw away from home, that's not bad at all. So, we've got a nice run of games coming up. Well, we've got Arsenal's home next Saturday, but at least one major thing come out of that. Bruno didn't get a yellow card. Troll says, I don't see negativity. We was far from our best, to be honest, and that makes it a good point. Absolutely. Yeah, definitely. Tony, that's 4 points we thrown away with 2 goals. West Ham in game and yesterday. Yeah, against West Ham, Kuda should never have got that equaliser. Look, West Ham gets beat off Everton today. It just, Everton again are just a lucky team. But I look at that Everton side and I think, do you know what? There's a defender in there that we could easily try and get a hold of because Everton are they need money, don't they? His name's Jared Branthwaite. He's 21 years of age. They signed him from Carlisle. he looks a unit. I know he's left-footed, but he's a unit. So again, that could be somebody we might go in for. Who knows? But again, yeah, I see what you're saying. Yes, against West Ham. But again, that was a good point down at West Ham, wasn't it? I've seen Burn's stats. He was not good, to be fair. I didn't think he was too bad yesterday, though. I thought, I definitely think if Neto didn't get that injury, then Wolves may well have won that game because Neto was on fire yesterday. But do you know what it is? We're short on it. We're short on players because when you think about it, Murphy was injured yesterday. We had no Isak yesterday. We've got no Harvey Barnes either. He's out injured. Anderson's out injured. Lewis Miley's out ill. I don't know if he may be back Wednesday. But yeah, so we're missing a lot of talent out of the squad. And we are sort of down to the bare bones, if you want to put that way. And we've lost Tonali for the season now. He's, yes, it's a ban, but you can look at it like he could have had an injury and he'd be out for the season. So, it's one of those. Look, I've been reading more today about Paul Merson and what he said. And Paul Merson said, these authorities, football associations and that, he says, instead of banning players, need to understand that gambling addiction is an illness. He says, when you've got an illness, you give people rehabilitation for that illness. You don't ban them for it, he says. And this is the problem. And do you know what? I actually agree with Paul Merson for once. And I don't often agree with that man. But when he's talking like that and he's saying, look, because he was in that predicament himself, and he says it's wrong to ban players. It's what is it teaching them? Nothing. You should be helping these players by getting them the help they need, and and understanding that gambling addiction is an illness. And he's absolutely spot on. And I've got to say, I'm absolutely behind him on that one, and I think he's right. Because all you're doing is you're punishing a player for having an illness. Basically, that's what you're doing. You're punishing a player for having an illness. It's like people who drink and are alcoholics, if they're in a workplace and you say, oh, because you're an alcoholic, you're not getting a job here, you can go off, or you sack somebody because you find out they've got an alcohol problem when they go home, then what's that teaching them? Nothing. You should be then saying, actually, no, what we'll do is we'll sort it out for you and we'll go through with what's what. But again, it is what it is. Hopefully, one day, the authorities may understand this and act on it. Alan says, Tuna's much better than Wolves' team. It definitely was a midweek Champions League and injury that's got them a point. Yeah, absolutely, Alan, 100%. I just had a bitch fit. I love these lads through thick and thin. Absolutely, Brian. I mean, like I say, he says, I'm sorry, mate. No, you're absolutely fine, mate. No worries. Don't need to apologise, mate, honestly. But, the way I look at it, as I say, it's a good point. It's a positive. We still got a point, and that is the main thing. Passion is a good thing. Absolutely, trolls. But, it's a good point we got yesterday, and that's what we need to hold on to. Now, yes, we'll probably change the team around against Man U, and I would imagine they're going to make changes on Wednesday as well. Because a lot of these players playing today, I can't see them playing on Wednesday. So the likes of Rashford and that may be on the bench. We may play Gordon through the middle and put Isak on the bench. Who knows on Wednesday? But that's another game. But the game yesterday, as I say, maybe Eddie should have done more substitutions. I don't know. I was shouting for more subs to come on, but we didn't see them come on. I mean, do we next summer look to find another goalkeeper? I know a lot of keepers now have to be able to be good with the ball at their feet and play the ball. Do we look at another keeper next season? I've seen a lot of people on Twitter saying we should go for Ramsdale. Some are saying a scout in Europe for a keeper who's good with the ball at his feet. Look, hopefully Paul watches that back and he sees that and thinks, do you know what? I probably could have caught that. But then again, the other reason why he might have punched it was, and not because he was under pressure, because how bad were those conditions yesterday? It was absolutely pouring down with rain. And not only that, that ball gets wet and slippy. And Pope was probably thinking, if I catch that ball and it falls out my hands because it's wet and slippy, I'm presenting the goal. So maybe punching out is probably and maybe that's what it was. Who knows? We don't know what was going through his mind. But I'm certainly not blaming Pope for getting a draw at that game because, like I say, Wolves are a very, very good team. One thing I didn't think about when Pope boxed the ball instead of claiming it was wet as hell. Maybe he was afraid of it sitting. There you go. Yeah, exactly what I've just said, trolls. Yeah, definitely. This is the first time for me that your channel not work. Normal internet, very good. Do you know what? I don't know what's going on with it, mate, tonight. It's just absolutely ridiculous. I do not know what they're doing. YouTube. So I don't know what the problems are with YouTube. So they need to sort it out and they need to do something about it. But I mean, I know the clocks have gone back, but surely it can't be to do with the clocks going back. Surely. I don't know what's going on. It might be local outages, apparently. They're saying there's some outages being reported in the last 24 hours. So all I can say is just report it to YouTube and just say you keep getting outages. It's going to be the same for every channel, I think, who comes on later on. June Review will probably have the same. Loaded Mag, maybe, if they're on tonight, or if John Sinclair's on later, he might have the same problems as well. It's just, it's a YouTube thing, and I just don't know what's up with YouTube at the moment. They're just really awful. It's YouTube live streams, yeah. Jake says, Manua got destroyed. Yeah, let's hope we can destroy them. It's not just me then. No, it's not just you. And there's Lewis. Hi, Lewis. Hope you're well, mate. Not seen you for a while. YouTube's keep going down on live stream today. Yeah, I don't know what's wrong with it, Lewis. I really don't, mate. It's still buffering for me, says Ronald. Isn't working, Tony, says Jake. Just reset the router and everything. Haha. Yeah, you could do a full reset on the router, or just refresh it. But they're saying there is local outages, so I don't know where that's coming from. Alan says, just getting little bits of pick now, but no sound. Yeah, I mean, look, I don't know like I say, I do not know what's going on with YouTube at all. I can't understand why what's happening at the moment. But just try it. You just have to try and refresh it and see if that does anything. Facebook user, I don't know who you are. You need to click settings to show your name. But he says, I've tried to get on YouTube, Tony, mate. Yeah, there's lots of problems with it. I don't know what's going on. I might message Paul as well and say to Paul, look, just be aware there's problems with YouTube if you're going live tonight. Ian says, hi, Tony, but late today. Hi, Ian, hope you're well. No, that's fine, mate. What did you make of yesterday's draw, Ian? Do you think we should have made more substitutions? Do you think one substitution was enough, or do you think we should have made at least another couple? Did any players look leggy to you? Did Trippier didn't have the greatest game yesterday, I don't think. Burn looked a bit leggy, I thought. Bruno was trying everything he could. Almiron just couldn't get into the game either, could he? So, yeah. in off the buffering is unreal. To be fair, I'm having a great evening. See you all later. See you later, trolls. Sorry about that, mate. We can't. It's not my fault. The only thing I can say is if you can't watch it like this, then hopefully when you be able to watch it up as a catch up, hopefully it should be okay. Ronald says scans for a few seconds and stalls. Yeah, I really honestly don't know what's going on. Lewis has been doing all day. It's buffering bad. Pull your finger out, YouTube. Absolutely, Ian. I'm expecting some sort of apology from YouTube, and I hope there is an apology from them because look, this is just not right at all. You know, we like to put the shows out there for people, and it's not fair when we're putting shows out there for people, and you know that they just can't watch it, and it's just disgusting. It really is. Lewis says all our players looked a bit tired. Yes, they did, Lewis, and I'm glad. Is it all right on Facebook, by the way, Lewis? Is it working okay on there, mate? Afternoon, Tony says Black. Good afternoon. Hope you're well, mate. And if you're getting buffering problems, I do apologise. It's not me, it's YouTube, mate. That's what it is today. If you have Facebook, may as well watch it on there. And it's fine on Facebook. Okay, thanks, Lewis, for that. So YouTube, if you're listening to this, YouTube, pull your finger out and get this sorted. Because, you know, it's not good enough, you know. We don't need this, you know. We just want to do our shows and, you know. So hopefully YouTube get this sorted out once and for all. Splats is a whole team's team tired. Yeah, they didn't look. They weren't at the races yesterday, were they really? You know, and I mean, look, as I say, I thought Dan Burn yesterday. I thought he looked pretty good yesterday. Dan Burn. I thought he had a good game. But again, I thought Burn looked leggy in places as well. So he didn't look really 100% comfortable. But you know, all in all, I didn't think he was massively bad. But I just think the players looked tired because you know, Champions League hangover, isn't it? That's what it is. And it just seems to be the Hwang again who scores for Wolves against us. He loves scoring against us. You know, I thought Mickey didn't really set the world alight, did he, yesterday? But he tried. But again, the conditions were so poor yesterday. It was just absolutely awful yesterday. The conditions were. Yeah, same here as well, mate. And Lewis is also on Twitch and says it's working good on Twitch as well. Oh, that's great. No, thanks, Lewis, for that, mate. Yeah, it's like I say, it's YouTube. When you Google, it blames the Wi-Fi, not YouTube. It's well, it's definitely not my Wi-Fi, that's for sure. Because if it was my Wi-Fi, I wouldn't be on live. If my Wi-Fi was playing up, my end would be going off, and my Wi-Fi has been on all the way throughout, so it's not my Wi-Fi. I just think it's YouTube just trying to put it on other people. I mean, if you're watching it on a phone or something like that, maybe turn your phone off Wi-Fi and go onto your data and watch it on through your data and see if that works. I don't know. But they need to sort this out, YouTube. They really do. Because I see there's going to be other contents on tonight. Other channels will be on. And it's not fair when they do this. So they need to sort this out. But yeah, I did that and it didn't work. All right, okay, Lewis. Thank you, mate. But no, as I say, all in all yesterday, I'm happy with the point. Yes, I would have loved the 3 points. Absolutely loved the 3 points yesterday. You know, but to get a point, it's still a good result. We're in 6th place. So, we're not in a bad place. We're above Man United still. And look, the boys were knackered from Wednesday. It took it out of them emotionally and physically. So I think a point of Wolves is not really that bad of a result. Ian says, decent result for us to be fair. Trips off, although the Chronicle gave him 7 out of 10, which surprised me as they all looked knackered. Yeah, I wouldn't have given Trips 7 out of 10. I don't know why the Chronicles give him that. Or the Comical, we should say. Lee says, YouTube must be on the train line. Keep hitting the buffer stops. Yeah, there must be, Lee. It's just... Yeah, I feel bad because I'm trying to put these shows out and people can't seem to watch it properly because of YouTube. So I don't know if it's regional or what, but whatever they're doing, they need to just they just need to sort it out, YouTube, because it's just not on, is it? Not when people are trying to watch the shows. But let's hope they do get it sorted out. Lewis says, I think we've had a couple of pens in that game. I understand why the referee gave the penalty to us. If the referee gives it on field and VAR doesn't say anything wrong with it, the on-field decision's final. Yeah, VAR's there for clear and obvious errors. And we saw today in the Manc derby, City, Rodri got grabbed by Hoyland. It carried on. The game carried on. And then all of a sudden, Paul Tierney stopped the game because Michael Oliver sent him to the monitor and said, look, you need to check this. I think that's a penalty. And he checked it and it was a penalty. And I don't care what Gary Neville says, how he can't say it's not a penalty. I mean, look, Rasmus Højlund gets a hold. He grabs a hold of Rodri in the box. It's a penalty, So he needs to take off his red tinted glasses. Splat says our passing was not good. Seems to have stopped buffering. That's excellent. I'm glad it stopped buffering, mate. Thanks very much. Tony, could you have seen us won if Tonali was playing? Again, I don't know. That's a good one. Look, we may well have done because he would have been fresh, wouldn't he? Because he hasn't really played a lot, so he's been coming on as a substitute. So yeah, maybe he might have made a difference, but don't know if he would have. But again, it is what it is. We just got to cope now. As I say, we just got to hope how Isak is. Hopefully he's not out too long. Even if he's out till the international break, there's only another couple of weeks to go and then there's an international break anyway. So that gives him time to get sorted out and then come back. But I thought Wilson took his goals really well. His first one, yes, he'd be disappointed to hit the defender and it come back to him and he had a second bite of the cherry and I thought he did well to put it away. And his penalty wasn't his best penalty, but it went in the back of the net. So, all in all, for Callum Wilson. So I can see why he was given man of the match in so many ways. I mean, look, Premier League goals since April as well. Who scored the most goals since April in the Premier League? It is Callum Wilson on 18 goals. Second in that list is Erling Haaland on 15 goals. Mohamed Salah is third, 15 goals. Son is on 12 goals, and then Ollie Watkins on 11. So when you look at that, Callum Wilson's a top striker in the Premier League since April with 18 goals. And this season, Callum Wilson is top of that list in the Premier League. 7 goals, played 420 minutes, gets a goal every 60 minutes. Second in that list is Alexander Isak, 6 goals. Played 495 minutes, every 83 minutes for Isak. Third in that list, Erling Haaland, 9 goals, 799 minutes played, 89 minutes per goal. Fourth on that list, the guy who scored yesterday, Hee-chan Wang. 6 goals, 584 minutes played, every 99 minutes. And Son is bottom of that table. 8 goals, 803 minutes played, a goal every 100 minutes. So that just shows you how much on form Callum Wilson's been this season, and since April as well. So he needs to be in that England team more. Lewis says, be fair, our penalty was soft. I mean, yes, it was soft, Lewis. Excuse me. But yeah, it was soft, but there's no way that that's going to be overturned by VAR. And the commentary as well yesterday, Seb Hutchinson and Don Goodman. I mean, Don Goodman, we know he's an ex-Mackham, an ex-Wolves player, but my God, was he biased. Seems better now, says Ian. That's great. Thanks very much, mate. Max says, you spoke too soon. Better now, Tony says. Alan, cheers, mate. I'm glad it's better again. Ronald says, yeah, sorry for a few minutes and then not working again. Honestly, YouTube need to sort this out. I'll be reporting I'll be putting a report into YouTube as well when I come off the stream, because it's just not on at all. I just don't know what's going on with YouTube. I really don't, and they just need to get that. They just need to get it sorted out, because it's not fair. People are coming on to watch a stream, and and can't watch it because of all this carry on of they keep buffering and everybody. So I really don't know what they're playing at today, YouTube. I don't. So Lewis says, YouTube, get your finger out your arse. Yeah, well, yeah, you tell them, Lewis. You tell them, mate. Yeah. But if everybody can report it to YouTube that there's been problems, then hopefully they'll sort it out. Main off again. It's spinning. Pit. Alan says, yeah, definitely spoke to as soon as it went off again. I know it's not your fault, Tony. No, absolutely not. Tell you what I'm going to do, guys. Because there's so many problems, I'm going to have to wrap the show up, unfortunately, because, I will have the Man United preview coming up as well, so do join me for that. That might be tomorrow, so do join me for that. We'll have the pre-match as usual on the Wednesday, and hopefully we're through in that Carabao Cup draw and we get a good team in the next round, when you look at the likes of Klopp, who wants to replay the Spurs game, Guardiola could turn around and say, well, I want to replay. I want to redraw the Carabao Cup because Newcastle shouldn't have played us, but they beat us. But he doesn't, because that's not what Guardiola's all about. If you've liked what you see, please do smash that like. It does help the channel up the search. Also, if you're brand new at the channel, come and smash the subscribe, free to do so, and that bell notification tells you when I'm live, have a pre-record or any upcoming shows as well. I've got some comments in, so let's go into the comments. Lewis says, YouTube must keep going down for hashtag United game today. I couldn't even watch it. Splats, I have nothing now. So Ian, black screen for Alan as well. You may have to do a pre-record for that one. Well, it might be fixed hopefully by then, Lewis. I thought it was me rebooting the router. I always got an excellent internet house. Yeah, I'm very sorry about this, guys. I really am. It's just, like I see, it's just totally and utterly beyond my control. Nothing I can do about it at all. Let's hope if you want to catch up and watch the show from the start, then everything should be fine. But look, remember, the future's bright. The future is definitely black and white. And until the next show, take care. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Very sorry about this, but it is beyond my control. But as I say, please do report it to YouTube and tell them. The more you report it, the better as well, because the more that YouTube will think, oh, right, hang on, we need to look into this. And hopefully they've had a lot of complaints today. Yeah, not your problem. No, absolutely, Lewis. Thank you very much. Adios, Tony. Thank you, Lewis. Adios to you as well, mate. But until then, enjoy the rest of your evening. How are you, the lads?